Hi everybody, it's me Jill and welcome to Jill Informed. This is a recap of Survivor Season 35, Episode 9, Fear of the Unknown. Okay, I feel like they should have named this episode I Have an Idol in My Pants, because Ryan cannot keep his mouth shut. He's very excited about it and feels he needs to tell people. First, he tells Devin, and let me just start right off the bat by saying that Devin is really cute. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before or not. So Ryan confides in Devin that he has the idol. Devin's all excited because when that big scramble was going on, I think there were some people that thought Cole had it. The red team wins the reward challenge. That's Chrissy, JP, Cole, Dr. Mike, and Joe. They get to go out on a yacht and have sandwiches and wine and beer and chocolate cake. Yes, it's official. Those people are eating better than I do at home. Joe is just blatantly looking everywhere for the idol. He cuts into the center of the giant chocolate cake. He lifts it up. He's looking all through it, picking up beanbag chairs. He can't find it anywhere, but I don't blame him. There's 10 players left in the game, and it's that alliance of 7 and then the 3 healers. So, of course, he's going to do what he needs to do, and I really don't think there's any point in him trying to be sneaky about it. Then, while Ben and Ryan are alone talking, Ryan tells him, "I've got an idol in my pants." Again, same reaction Devin had. He's ecstatic, he's thrilled, great. I think this 7 is real strong. Until Ben decides to have a private conversation with Devin. And, they have a little bromance moment. Ben confides in him that he wants to go to the end with him. And then Ben tells him, there are people within our 7 who have secrets. He tells him Ryan's got an idol. Now, we know that Devin already knows this, but Devin is acting shocked and he goes, "You're kidding me." Oh, man. He thought he was Ryan's bro, and now he doesn't feel so special anymore. So now he has committed his love and devotion to Ben, and Ben will now be Devin's bro. Meanwhile, back at camp, Joe is doing his level best to be annoying, which really doesn't take much effort on Joe's part, and I don't know why Joe thinks he just now needs to try and act annoying, because people already think he's annoying. So he really didn't have to do anything, but he stirs up trouble with Chrissy and Ashley and gets them all riled up. He has some sort of a reverse psychology thing going on. He figures that if he's obnoxious enough that they'll end up keeping him and think that they can always get rid of him later, which he's not wrong. There is that school of thought that this very obnoxious person whom everyone at camp dislikes is a good person to take to the end with, but history has proven that that does not always work. I don't know why this guy's not on the Hustler tribe, because he is constantly hustling. He's looking for an idol. He's looking for ways to manipulate people and get further in this game. And his brain is going 24/7. He's a lot like Chrissy in that way. And I find him to be probably the most dangerous player in this game. Next is the individual immunity challenge, and oh my God, this would be my own personal hell. These people have to hold these 2 heavy poles in a squatting position. I would have dropped immediately just to get out of it. Ends up being down to Cole and Lauren. Lauren, I couldn't believe, was hanging in there that long, and Lauren wins. So the alliance of 7 are pretty happy about that, because Cole was their target last time when he won the immunity challenge. They couldn't get him out. That's how Desi went home. So now they're thinking, great, we can get Cole out. Back at camp, Ben, Lauren, Ashley, and Ryan all go to get water, and they're having kind of a heated discussion about how the vote should go. Ben thinks they need to split the vote in case an idol comes out, and he thinks that 4 votes should go to Cole and 3 to Dr. Mike. Well, Ashley just had a big blowout with Joe back at camp earlier, and she's ready to see him go. So she's arguing her point that why should no votes be going to Joe? Which, yeah. I don't even really quite understand what Ben's logic was there. Ben thinking that if Mike had an idol, he would at least flush that out. I don't know. I still don't know. But Ashley left feeling not very good. And she went and talked to Chrissy and Devin, who weren't there at the time. And you know what I keep thinking? Where's JP? I'm pretty sure JP is still on the island, right? Ashley is now talking to Chrissy and Devin. And Ryan and Lauren were there too, so it wasn't like she was going behind everybody's back. And Chrissy and Devin both said, yeah, they would want Joe out. So she said, yeah, but Ben doesn't want to. Do we just go behind his back? What do we do? And Chrissy said, no, I mean, it's not a dictatorship. Meanwhile, sitting by the fire is Ben, and Dr. Mike whispers to him, so who's the vote going to tonight? Because I want to vote with you guys. So Ben says, okay, listen, it's going to be Cole. Then to the confession cam, Mike's like, you know what? Enough of this. I cannot stand the way I'm being dictated to by this group of 7. It's time to shake things up here. And I have an idol, and I just need to decide who I'm going to use it on, Joe or Cole. So now it's tribal council, and I don't know what's going to happen because I'm not sure anybody's on the same page with the alliance of 7. And I like Ben. I kind of agree. He needed to be a little bit more diplomatic, but I don't want him to go home. So I'm anxiously watching this because I don't know where this is going to go. There was a lot of heat at this tribal council, a lot of talk back and forth, and Dr. Mike was doing a little pot stirring. Yeah, he was getting people riled up, and I thought, ooh, what is he going to do? What is going to happen? What's he going to do? And I'm still afraid that whatever he does is going to end up sending him home. But Jeff asks, does anybody have a hidden immunity idol? Now is the time to use it. And Dr. Mike gets up and says, yep, and he uses it on himself. So now I don't know how this is going to go down. But the votes come back. And there were like 2 votes for Dr. Mike that didn't count, but then all the other votes were for Cole. Cole is the next to leave and the second member of the jury. Again, I'm confused. I do not understand. What was the big play? Mike even said to Joe, who was sitting next to him at Tribal, listen, just follow my lead and play along. And Joe's like, okay. Maybe I will. But Mike and Joe both voted for Cole. So what was the big shakeup? I don't understand. Unless what he wanted to do, he just couldn't make happen. But I kept thinking at the very least that the 3 healers were going to all vote Ben. I think just Cole voted for Ben. It probably wouldn't have mattered anyway because the 7 were splitting for 3 and they only had 3. The only way that would have worked is if the 4 were for Dr. Mike and they were invalid. Then it would have been a tie. But the healers didn't even all vote together, so I'm not sure what he was trying to accomplish. He seemed very proud of himself and very happy, but it kind of didn't work. Anyway, that's where we end this episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time for the next recap of Survivor. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked this episode, and as always, comment down below. I love to hear from you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.